Hello to you from Trinny's Puppies, and here they are scrambling away trying to get to the goat's milk that we give them, a little top up. They are really now starting to want a little bit more than milk, and the little round feeder that we have here is it's got 8 teats all the way around it, which enables 8 puppies obviously to feed, and then we pop the 2 on that haven't had any, so everybody gets their turn. But you can see now that some of them are trying to get to the milk from the top, so that's an indication really that they are now wanting a little bit of something else. They're wanting the milk, but I think they sort of really want to, let's move you away a minute, don't want it to topple over. They're really wanting to, it's just an indication that they're hungry really. They're not lacking at all, they're all gaining good weight, and the milk is certainly still helping for them to gain weight. But this is just an indication really of them naturally searching and looking for food, which is the way they're inherently built. So this is a little cue for me to get organised and to start thinking about offering them some solid food, and we'll do that really by hand. We will literally just offer them some goat's milk and a sort of paste that we make up. And they lick it from our hands, so that's a trust thing as well. They get very much used to that one diving in there. That's the red. Let's put you on there. Look, really good. They all fight for the same teat, so instead of all forming an orderly queue, they all fight for the same one. So we'll offer them some of this special puppy food that we have by hand, and that will get them used to taking food by hand as well, and then we'll offer it to them in a bowl, a communal bowl, and they will get very, very messy. So this nice sort of clean going on that we have at the moment will turn into one big mess. And if you thought that your children didn't have any manners, you wait till you see this. It is quite horrendous. But Mum comes along and she gives them all a good wash, and we do wash them as well, to get the dried food out of their fur, which of course doesn't look very nice. I'm sure it doesn't feel very nice either. So we try and keep them clean, and then we can move forward. So that's today. This is Tuesday. We're coming up to we're 2.5 weeks old basically now, and they're doing everything they should be doing. Their little eyes are opening, although of course they are asleep a lot of the time. They are exploring more of the playpen in here. They are moving now so that when Mum sits at the front of the playpen for a little rest, they're moving towards her and climbing over the bar that separates them, which is a very, very low bar. It's probably only 10 centimetres high, and so they're able to clamber over that very easily. That's just here, and they come into this section where I'm sitting now and snuggle up with her if they want to, or they stay under the lamp if they want to keep warm. It's cooled off a lot now since the weekend, which really is a good thing, because this sort of heat is nicer for them. It keeps them dry. The other heat was a little bit sweaty, although dogs don't sweat obviously, so it's just nice, more pleasant for them, I think. So as we approach the 3-week mark, we are going to start introducing the puppies to new surfaces. So we'll try them on the tiled floor to start with, just for a few seconds really, nothing too dramatic. It's just got to be very slow and gentle, and then we will introduce things like tiled floor, wooden floor, carpet floor, artificial grass, that sort of thing. And then obviously when they're older, they'll be going out, and once they've had their first vaccination, they'll go out onto the patio and experience the slabs and also the gravel, which will be another surface to introduce to them. And then it will also be this week the introduction of some puppy food. And I think there will be a very gradual acceptance, if you like, of that. They still like to suck on the teats there. Look, they're just sucking away, getting plenty of food. We'll put Mr. Blue on and see if he wants a little go. There we go. Get him on, latched on there so that he does. The others don't. Come on. It just takes a little while just to find his way. Come on. They're quite stubborn. They don't sort of initially latch on straight away like they do with mum's teeth, because of course it's a different scent. But once they get on there, I guide them on, and then they come off a few times, and then they just suddenly latch on, and then they suck. So he's just having an initial nuzzle, which is what they do on mum. They nuzzle to sort of stimulate the milk, and then he has a good old pull on the teat and he gets his fill. So there we are. He's having a go now, which is good. No personalities yet, of course. That's not going to really come into play much before 6 weeks. So that's not really anything that we're looking at the moment, although, you know, some of them are a little bit more adventurous than others to start with. Some are the ones that climb out first to come up to mum in this section of the playpen, but you know, we'll keep monitoring things and keep looking at things. But their lovely little eyes do look so sweet, and they can certainly hear me now. They are very much used to me coming in here, accepting, and they associate me, of course, with food and touch. And so their hearing is coming in, which is good news. And they will start to hear some new sounds. We'll start to play, well, it's already playing actually, the CD of sounds, the sociable sounds. That is crucial, really, really important to their development. We just play it softly to start with, but that is something that you must continue in order for your puppy and your dog to remain desensitized to the various sounds that he or she will encounter in his or her lifetime. So, you know, just traffic noises, voices, different voices. Actually, speaking of voices, I would very much like you all, please, to send me a WhatsApp message that is at least a minute's length with all your voices on. So if you can put the recorder on when you're all as a family together, talking, laughing, crying, whatever you want to do, please send that to me, because I will play them to the puppies so they can get used to your voices. Also, you can send me an item of clothing, just a very small t-shirt or a cloth even, with your scent on it, and that will also be very, very helpful. So all of these desensitization things that we're doing will all help in the future. But hearing the sociable sounds is very, very important. Even if you don't have children in your family at the moment, for instance, we don't have children or grandchildren, it is really important that your dog continues to hear babies crying and children sort of shouting, screaming, whatever, in a normal fashion, I mean, not a scary fashion, but it is important for them to continue hearing these sounds in order to be confident in the environment in which they're going to grow up. And that may include, you know, children at some point, even if you're just visiting a place outside the family home that where there's children. You want your dog to be happy and unflustered by the sounds of a baby crying. You know, you can hear a baby crying in the park or you know, in a pub garden somewhere. restaurant, wherever it is you're going to take your dog, you need them to be happy and hear sounds. You may be out and you know, clap of thunder comes, a thunderstorm, or it might be, you know, fireworks, etc., which seem to be let off at the slightest hint of a party or a celebration these days. And you do not want a puppy that a dog is scared of fireworks. These sounds are vital to be continued after your puppy leaves us. So I'm just going to sign off now before this puppy dives into the round feeder, and I will be sending more photos soon. Bye for now.